Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm Davia,
And I'm on my
and we are the Growth Log. So, this is our mini podcast because who has time for hour-long podcasts? They give great information, but we wanted something that you can just listen to in a shorter amount of time and get good information, right?
yeah, concise. Concise. Makes sense.
Yeah, bite-sized information, big bites, but 15 minutes is still a decent sized bite. But yeah, this will be uh, something that we do every week. Different topic. You can request topics. So yeah, what are we talking about today?
Excited. So today we're talking about what does it mean to be rich?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
What does it mean to be rich? Um let's ask, like for you who are listening right now, like think about it. What does it mean to be rich? And of course we're gonna talk about our perspective and give our views and our opinions. So um for me, to be rich for me means many things. It means being able to provide for yourself, your family, do the things you really want to do. You know, that's my definition of basically what it means to be rich. You know, and Davia, what do you think? What's your view on that?
yeah. I feel like society, when they hear the word rich, they think lots of money. And I think that that's conditioning that we've been given for our whole lives, like rich equals lots of money. But as I've gotten older and really grown up and understood what it is that I want and need in my life, I'm realizing that being rich can mean something different than money. It could be whatever like fulfills you, when you have your passion and you feel fulfilled in life. Like I was making a lot of money with my last career. I wouldn't say like I was rich like a millionaire, but I
Yeah.
was making a lot of money and I thought that was great, but I didn't feel fulfilled. So much so that I literally completely retired from that career and started from scratch, something that is far left field, like very different. So the money ended up not mattering. So, and I feel more rich in my life now, So, yeah, I think that's why this question is powerful, because like when you really think about it, is a lot of money going to solve all of your problems? Maybe some, but you
Yeah.
know, are you going to feel fulfilled?
And it's interesting you say that, because like, people normally say, I'm not gonna go and play devil's advocate, where they say, money doesn't buy happiness, right? And I understand what I mean by that, right? But some person will push it and say, okay, cool, you don't need money because it won't make you happy. And I always like say, money and happiness does not go hand in hand. A poor man can be happy, a rich man can be happy. Also, the reverse is true. They can also be sad. Just that people just sometimes tie happiness to having money, and then some persons might be so afraid because they say if I have money, then I'm gonna be sad. I'm doing something wrong. So I always say, well, going with rich and getting good money, they are two different things. As I explained earlier, it's two different things. But the conditioned mind, when we hear about rich, we think about just okay, having money, you know. But richness is like rich in your health, you know, rich instead of actually have a freedom of thought, rich in foreign personal passion, So it's just that again, from a condition that basically we have growing up, with look at rich as being just money. That is something I think we really need to like stop and really think about. And it doesn't mean that you should not want to have money. That's my opinion. Of course, having the money of course, be able to do certain things actually, for your family and even charities. You know what I mean? So to dissect even more, I go into the part of say, open up confusing anyone who's listening right now. To like to dissect no one to dissect go more to say the point of say, okay, cool. The economic side of being rich, which is basically, having wealth, having money. You know, many persons shy away from that. And if you ask someone, how do they survive? What they used to actually say, pay for food or for accommodation, they're gonna say they use money. But yet still, going back to my parents, there was like, root of money is root of all evil. You know, money has been bad, but it's so weird that, they send us to school to work, right? To get a job for money. So it was kind of a weird setup for me, But and it was weird. Like I'd accepted that belief for many years, and I was like, nah, I don't want to be rich, because rich means you're gonna be unhappy and all these things. But then you said, as you get older and you start opening your mind to certain things, you see that being rich is not about money, and if money do come with it, of course, that's good because uh, a person who's actually have good intentions with money or being rich will do good things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, if you gave me a bunch of money today, then I'm sure I'll find ways to help it, assist me in being more rich in life. But yeah, I don't believe that it's evil, and I think that's definitely some of the limiting beliefs that we grew up with, because like you said, you could use that money for charities and to help people. And another thing too with the idea and concept that money can't buy happiness. A lot of people don't realize happiness is an emotion. Like, to be happy is an emotion. It's not a state of being. Like, it's like when you're sad, you're not sad forever. You're not a sad person in general. Like, you're sad in that moment, and
Yeah.
then you switch to a different emotion. Anger, you're not always, literally always angry. Like, you get angry, it's an emotion, it comes and goes. So happiness, same thing. Like, there is no, oh, I want to find happiness. Like, there are ways that you can be happy, and whether you maintain a state of being more happy than other, maybe lower vibrational emotions like anger and sadness, if you can maintain them, that's one thing. So is money gonna help you maintain a happy emotion? Maybe, depending on how you use it. If,
But
for me, charities, like giving, serving, traveling, to see other parts of the world and how they live their life, those are things that I am excited to do in my future, and I will be able to do those things when I do have more money. And maybe I will feel rich in a different way, rich in the sense that I'm being able to give and support and pour into other people, financially, like you said, with money for you. Like,
yeah.
to be rich is to help provide for your family and stuff. Like, when we have money to do that, then yeah, it can help us feel more rich in different areas in our life. But yeah, as far as it making me rich just because I have money, I don't think that is what I feel anymore.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. And go with money, right? If I ask you and who are listening right now, think of a figure, right? How much money would you want to have in? And the year's coming to an end, right? So let's put it this way, right? How much money do you want to see in your bank account, right? December 31st, midnight, 2023. What's that figure you want to have in your bank account? Any figure you want. So you guys can think about it and then give the answer. But I'm asking you to as well, Dave. What's that figure, you want in your bank account end of 2023?
That's a tough one because I'm not like much of a traditional goal setter that's like, okay, I'm gonna have this much amount by this date. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's with all my goals. Like, I usually generalize them. So to be like, all right, by December 31st, well, what's the amount that I want to see? I haven't thought about it. I kind of just go with the flow, which
Yeah.
is something that, could help or hinder depending on, what it is, whatever the goal is. But I would like to see I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I think I just would like to see something that's at least 4 digits because I like to keep all my money, like I like to use credit cards so I can get points. So I
Mhm.
don't keep money in my checking account, but
Mhm.
it would be smart to have like, like something there just in case, or so I don't have to rely on, using my credit cards. But look, I want to travel, so
Yeah.
getting these points is important to me. But
Yeah.
I do feel like it would be nice to like kind of like how you have multiple streams of income, like having your money in different places, or a portfolio with your when you're investing, like you have different places that you invest. So I think it would be smart to have like like 6 months worth of living expenses in your checking account or bank
Yeah.
account just so that it's there if anything were to go wrong. So I would say something that's at least 4 digits. So we're looking at like 1,000 plus because I just usually throw it all in my credit card payments.
So what's that number? Like give a specific. That's 4 digit number. What's that number? Just give a number.
Okay, let's just call it 2,000.
2000 a year, and it's very interesting. I'm sure a person who actually was thinking about a number, there was a number that came to your head that for some reason seemed probably was too big to think of, and it's like a limit, and you kind of like pull back down lower, right? But
Mm-hmm.
the question I asked, how much do you want to have in it? I didn't say how much you think you can have. How much do you want, right? And that
Right.
could be any number.
Yeah.
Right? But sometimes, because, going back to a limited belief, right? It could be any number. You could say infinity. You could say 10 zeros, 100 zeros. What do you want to have in it? But when you say, like, you say 100 zeros, you're like, no, 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 no. It's not possible. Why is that possible? Because the limited belief we have on it. I did not say what you're gonna get or what you think you can get at the end of the year.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
what do you want to see? But
Right.
the mind take over and was like, that is just too high. No, 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 no. And pull it on. Yeah.
Because the first thought was definitely like $1 million.
Yes. And then end of the year, I have like what? A little less than 60 days. That's not possible for me to have that. I didn't ask a question. I said, how much would you want to have? You didn't,
Yeah,
if,
exactly. I
yeah,
started calculating. I was like, all right, I mean, realistically,
yeah,
like by the time I get my next check and pay off my cards, it's like, yeah. And it is that limiting belief because, you never know. Like, and again, that wasn't the question. The question was want. It's not realistic goal setting. It's just a desire. So,
yeah,
yeah. And we don't do that anymore. Like dream big and dream in general. I think
yeah,
we've gotten to a point where we are extremely realistic, where we like shoot too low. We're not shooting for the stars. We're like, what's realistic? Like, what's
yeah.
realistic is for me to stay here, even though the sky is the limit. Like, this is where it's safe and comfortable. And yeah, that's interesting how that's just where our minds go, like you said.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You said that like no, people are being so realistic, right? And by being realistic, what happened is like it's easy for anyone to shoot above being realistic. And by doing that, you're able to actually really achieve way more because everyone is actually being realistic. Once you open your mind to like think a little bit more and do a little bit more than the average, you literally like the way above. So I say that to say this, it's easy now, or easier now for anyone to really achieve like major success because everyone, for the most part, sad to say, we're in this limited belief, this realistic world. We're not dreaming anymore. We're not dreaming big anymore. Everything is like right here. Well, it's dream. It's just it's okay to dream. There's no one saying don't dream that. It's just yeah, but we're like no, that's too much. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that actually would be a really great topic for next week's video. So
Yeah.
yeah, stay tuned. We are at our 15 minutes.
Yes.
We promise to keep things nice and short, but still thought-provoking. Because if you don't have anyone to have these kinds of conversations with, where you're thinking outside of the box, you're being asked questions that make you kind of stop and like, have your wheels turning, then I feel like it's hard to grow without having someone stretch your comfort zone. So that's what we're here for.
The growth log. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we'll see you next week.
Yeah, same time, same place, whenever we upload it.
Yeah, we're gonna upload once a week. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Cheers.